Fuck this shit. Came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad. Fuck this shit, man. Fuck.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to rant about the Lakers and how I'm frustrated and depressed because of their actions. So, we lost in the first round. I didn't think in a million years that we would lose in the first round, but it is what it is. And of all the teams that LeBron James lost to in the first round, it was the Phoenix Suns. That's the team that beat LeBron James in the first round. So, I give him props for that. But I'm going to talk about a couple things about the Suns before we get to that. So, one thing is, everyone told me the whole fucking season that this team is so much better than last year's team, which is 100% cap. This fucking team had no heart, no passion, had nothing. It had no dog mentality. This fucking team was weak as shit. They let these young guns outplay them the whole fucking series, and we lost in the fucking first round. And on top of that, this is the worst shooting team of all time. The whole series, they did not shoot league average. Tonight, maybe they did, but other than that, the whole fucking series did not shoot league average the whole fucking series. Crazy, but true. And that's why LeBron James didn't have his averages, because all the Suns had to do, clog up the paint and let the shooters shoot, which when the shooters shoot, it's bricks every single night. So that's why LeBron James didn't have his averages. He did have an okay game, but he did not go crazy, insane mode. So sad that LeBron had to lose in the first round. It's first time in his career, but that's how kind of the cookie crumbles. So I'm going to call out some players. And the first player I'm going to call out is Dennis Scrotum. First of all, dude, you came in here, asked for a starting spot. You asked for $84 million. You asked for, big ass money, and what do? Stink it up. I know this series, you had 3 20-point games, but the other 3 you were no-shows. Just imagine if you showed up for at least 1 extra game, or even 2 extra games. Just imagine you didn't have 0 points the other game, or in game 4 you didn't stink it up. We would probably be having a different discussion, but because you stinked it up, and because you're not really a starting point guard, we fucking lost. You, Dennis Scrotum, or Dennis Schroeder, you're not a starting point guard. You are a fucking scoring point guard off the bench. That is your role. Don't come in here and ask for a starting job. You're not a starter. You're a bench point guard, okay? A bench point guard. So, if the Lakers don't bring him back, I don't really care. But if he wants to come back for cheap, then I don't mind. Next player I'll talk about, Kyle fucking Kuzma, aka 6'10" Amber Rose. This motherfucker needs to get the fuck out of this fucking team. Like, what does the Lakers see in this motherfucker? They don't, what do they see in him? This man can't shoot, can't dribble, can't play defense, can't rebound. Well, I guess he can kind of rebound. But other than that, he has no playmaking ability, has no scoring ability. He's a scorer that can't score. And I took that quote by Tiso Sage. So if you watch Tiso Sage, shout out to him. Like I said, he's a scorer that can't score. If you look at his stats, literally declining. The last 3 years, I was on the Kuz bandwagon, wherever it may be. I told myself every single year, and I told everyone that Kyle Kuzma is going to be this guy. He's going to be the third star. I even said that a couple years ago that Kyle Kuzma is better than Jason Tatum. I believed in that shit. But look at me now. I look like a fucking idiot because I thought Kyle Kuzma is better than Jason Tatum. That is clearly cap. Kyle Kuzma will never be as good as Jason Tatum. He will never be an all-star. Maybe if he gets traded, he may average just 20 points, whatever it may be on a trash can team. But right now, he is not that. He is garbage. He came in here and enjoyed the Hollywood life. This guy is literally a Hollywood star, but not a star. He acts like a Hollywood star, but he's not a star. Like, dude, this guy literally frustrates me in a whole nother level, bro. When we extended him, which is even worse. Like, why did we extend him? Maybe we extend him because we're going to trade him. I hope we do trade him, because if we don't, I'm going to be really frustrated on this fucking team if we don't fucking trade him. So we better fucking trade him, okay? Okay, Rob? So, the next thing. Frank Vogel. I expect kind of a coach change on Frank Vogel. I have kind of an opinion about him, but yes, he did coach the #1 defense when the whole team was pretty much injured, but he does not have good rotations. Whole fucking season, his rotations were shit every single year. Again, this game, where was Montrezl Harrell? Where the fuck was Montrezl Harrell on a fucking close? When we were facing elimination, where the fuck was Montrezl Harrell? I guarantee you, because Montrezl Harrell was pretty much did dirty, I guarantee you he won't resign. Unless LeBron James said, hey, Clutch Sports, we're still homies, right? Or A. Disney plays GTA with him. Maybe. Other than that, I guarantee you he's going somewhere else. Because we did him dirty. We didn't play him, which we should have played him. I guarantee you if we played him, it would have been a whole different series. If we played him after Game 4, or even after A. Disney got injured after Game 4, I guarantee it would be a different series. Maybe we'd be talking Lakers next round or maybe something, but we're not. Because your dumbass said, hey, I'm going to play Marc Gasol and Drummond the whole fucking series instead of our 4th leading scorer. I understand Montrezl is small, he can't guard Aiden, but off the bench, I guarantee you he heated up and give us good energy. But Vogel, what the fuck was that? And also with the rotations, he does not know how to run an offense. All he knows is how to run a defense. Offensively, he got no place. If you look through the whole fucking season, you have guys just standing around goose egg, letting LeBron James or Dennis Schroeder or Anthony Davis go ISO while everyone just stands around and just waits for an open shot. They don't move around, they don't pass the ball, they just let LeBron AD or Dennis Scrotum go ISO. And that's why our offense, if you look at their offense, it was ranked 25th or even one of the worst offenses in the NBA when you had 2 superstars and a good roster and we're ranked 25th. And I understand injuries, but still, 25th offense. We're not going to get anywhere ranked 25th. Okay? And a bunch of, this whole year, scoring droughts, I guarantee you every single game was a scoring drought for 5 minutes. And that's how the other team fucking came back. Thank you, Vogel, for being a shit coach. So, in terms of coach, I expect probably Jason Kidd to be our coach next year, or maybe Mark Jackson. So, I don't know what the Lakers will do about the coach, but hey, we might have to change him. But I don't mind. Frank Vogel, he does have a good defense, but still, he can't coach an offense. Leading on to A. Disney. I don't even know what to say about this guy, bro. I have nothing to say. This guy's literally hurt. He did make it up this series where he had 2 35-point games, or he was going crazy, and that made us go up 2-1. But other than that, he got hurt, and that pretty much ended the series. After Game 4, it ended the series. And then he got hurt again after 5 minutes of play in Game 6. Now, if he was not injured, maybe we'd win this series. But because he got injured, and the thing with A. Disney that pissed me off is he came into season out of shape. He's always injured. He's always wearing low tops. If you literally look at him play, he will always wear low tops. And we know low tops, guess what happens? You always get ankle sprains. Or even you get injured every time you wear low tops. And I understand you want to wear Kobe's, but wear Kobe high tops, okay, bro? Kobe high tops is the answer, okay? And another thing is, with A. Disney, all of his stats have declined. Points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. All of them declined. Yes, he's been injured, but you're a top 5 player and considered the best big man and the best power forward in the NBA fucking A. And you have every single fucking stat down. That's very concerning. Very, very concerning. So I expect this guy to come back next year and be an MVP candidate. Or even the MVP. But I expect him to be DPOI next year, okay? If he does not do that, I would trade him. And to be honest with you, we might have to consider trading him because his health is a big question. And we can't just rely on a 36-year-old grandpa that's beat up to carry us. To carry a bunch of Walmart employees to the finals. He is not that guy anymore. He's not 2018 LeBron. You can't expect this guy to carry us pretty much anymore. So A. Disney, you better get your shit together in the offseason, because if you don't, listen Lakers, you better trade him. Because if he does not put that effort in and put that work in, I would trade him. But I do respect that he did play last game. But he needs to get healthy. Now, leading on to LeBron James. I'm very disappointed. Very, very disappointed out of LeBron. I expected him to go crazy. He did not go crazy. I didn't see no playoff LeBron. Maybe tonight's game we saw it a little bit, but other than that, I understand the paint was clogged. He was injured, but it's LeBron, man. Like, you're the best player on the planet. You're considered the greatest of all time, and he didn't do that, and it kind of made me sad because is that the LeBron we're gonna see now? Are we never gonna see playoff LeBron again? Are we never going to see this GOAT or God or whatever it may be again? This Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan or Ultra Instinct LeBron or whatever it may be? Are we never gonna see that LeBron again? Because if we don't, I'm gonna be sad as a LeBron fan / Laker fan. I'm gonna be very sad. So we have the whole offseason. Disney and LeBron, they're gonna get healthy, and we'll see what happens next year. Now, leading on to, I don't even know what point I'm in, but the refs. This is kind of a conspiracy theory, but hear me out. Ever since Chris Paul, aka Crybaby Paul, or whatever Paul, or Jake Paul, or Logan Paul, whatever it may be, this guy, after Game 3, cried about the refs, cried about Scott Foster pretty much reffing the game because when Scott Foster refs his Chris Paul's record, when Scott Foster refs is like 1 and something, pretty much a bad record, and he complained about it, cried about it, and ever since after Game 3, the Suns had the refs on their side. Game 4, Game 5, and Game 6. You saw in Game 5 especially, in Game 6 tonight. Funny, but true. But I'm not going to complain about it, but I'll let you guys think about that. But I'm just saying, ever since he cried about it, the refs have been on their side. Now, leading on to Baldhead Silver. You can go fuck yourself, like I said in the last video. You had the shortest offseason of all time. I kind of said that in the last video. Shortest offseason of all time. Injuries, all of that stuff. But, yeah, dude. Go fuck yourself. And I don't know what the fuck you thought of having the shortest offseason of all time, but yeah, it fucked our season. It pretty much fucked our season. And oh, one more thing. Solomon Hill. Go fuck yourself. You are the reason why we're in this position and why we first round exit. Go fuck yourself, you bald, not the bald head, but fucking homeless motherfucker. You homeless motherfucker, you fuck boy. I fucking despise you, man. I fucking despise you. What in God's name do you think, hey, I'm gonna dive the ball when LeBron James had the ball in his fucking hand, you're gonna dive for it and fucking break his leg? Because of your fucking dumbass. It cost him the MVP, cost him the fucking, possibly DPOY, but probably not, but maybe, who knows, and cost him playoff LeBron mode. Thank you, Solomon Hill. I hope you go fuck yourself, and I hope the Hawks get fucking destroyed by the fucking Sixers. Fuck the Hawks. Nah, I'm just kidding. I like Trae Young, but go fuck the Hawks because fuck Solomon Hill. Fuck you, Solomon Hill. Leading on to probably my last couple points. So there's going to be a couple analysis that are going to say a bunch of dumb shit, like Max Kellerman, Stephen A. Smith, and Green Goblin motherfucker. And going to Stephen A. Smith, he said the most blasphemous thing I've ever heard in my entire life, which was LeBron's legacy was on the line. If he does not beat the Suns, he's not better than Jordan. Or if he doesn't beat the Suns, he's not better than the players I put top of him. First of all, LeBron's legacy was already sealed after winning the 2016 championship. He beaten the 73-9 Warriors team, which was the best record of all time, came back 3-1. No team has ever came back 3-1 in the finals till LeBron James happened. And he beat a 2-time unanimous MVP. And after winning, and also Cleveland's 52-year drought. There was that too. And after winning that championship, he just added to that legacy. It didn't matter what he did after the 2016 championship. People need to understand that. It didn't matter what he did. He would, after winning that championship, that made him a top 3 player of all time. After winning that championship. But because he added to his legacy, by winning another championship and the 2018 playoff run, that made him the GOAT. And to me, he's the GOAT. And to many other eyes, at least a top 3 player or top 2 player. And if he's not in your top 2, top 3 player, you are a hater and you don't know basketball. And Stephen A. Smith, I have no idea why you said that. Maybe because of clout and because you wanted to say it, but that was the most blasphemous thing you ever said on television. Now, going to the Green Goblin motherfucker. He's going to say a bunch of shit. He's just going to trash LeBron's legacy. He's going to call him a fraud, call him whatever it may be. And I'm going to say this. To your two heroes, which is Michael Jordan and Tom Brady, Green Goblin motherfucker. And now, if you don't know who I'm talking about, skip Bayless. Michael Jordan has lost in the first round 3 times. Got swept twice. He's 1-9 without Scottie Pippen. And since he didn't do anything, he did nothing until Phil Jackson came in and saved them, and Scottie Pippen. Yes, Michael Jordan is one of the greatest scorers of all time, most talented player of all time, considered one of the best scorers of all time. But you have to understand that he needed a team to win. So did Tom Brady. Tom Brady in 2019 lost in the first round and threw a pick and had probably the worst playoff game of all time in his career. And going to this big point, it's a team sport. Both basketball and football. It's a team sport. You need a good coaching staff. You need good players surrounded around you, or else you're not going to make it far. Like, people expect a 36-year-old old grandpa to carry the Lakers, to carry a bunch of Walmart employees to the finals. You're joking, right? There was no way that was going to happen. There was no way an injured LeBron AD was going to carry the Lakers, carry the Walmart employees to the finals. There was no way that was going to happen. No way. So, to me, this is kind of a blessing in disguise, because now that we have a full offseason to heal, we saw last time LeBron James got a full offseason to heal, came back with vengeance, had an MVP year, should have been the MVP, but he got the finals MVP. So, I'm going to let the hate, to you haters, keep hating, say what you want to say, have this moment, enjoy this moment, but after this year, your life is going to get horrible, because LeBron James is going to win another championship. He's going to win another championship, another championship. He's going to have at least 7-8 championships. I guarantee you he will have 7 to 8 championships before he retires. So I'm going to let you all enjoy this moment. Okay? All you haters, enjoy this moment. Soak it in. Send all the memes. I really don't care. But I'll say this. We'll be back, and the dynasty will start in 2022. So, hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm very disappointed, but that's kind of how the cookie crumbles. LeBron AD gets to get healed this whole offseason, so I'll be excited to see, I guess. And also, I'll be making another video about the Lakers offseason plans and what players they should add, and what superstar they should add. So hopefully they do get the superstar. I know I'm kind of making a fetch about 4 straight championships and getting a superstar, but hopefully at least getting the superstar happens, and we can talk about things later. So hope you all enjoy the video. I'm out, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life.